Nick Bosa's contract negotiation was a whirlwind all the way down to the final second. Even so much so that Kyle Shanahan didn't even know that Nick Bosa was signed when he was about to go up to the podium. He was getting prepped to answer questions of why Nick Bosa wasn't signed yet. So it was a crazy situation with how it all played out. And Adam Schefter takes us behind the scenes to discuss how everything played out, because when it was earlier reported in that morning, it was discussed as a huge gap, and it didn't look like it was closing anytime soon. But listen to the way Adam Schefter describes how this deal ultimately got done in the 11th hour.
It's the biggest deal in the history of the NFL on the defensive side. $34 million a year, $122.5 million guaranteed, $170 as a total there. And then I think I listened to you talk on NFL Live last night where you were telling a story about somebody went into a press conference thinking that the Bosa Niners deal was far away, and then just moments later the deal got done. I don't know if I misheard you or not. Did this deal come out of nowhere, and who gave, you think, to get this thing done?
Well, here's what happened. Essentially, in the morning, both sides thought that they were a ways away, far apart from getting a deal done. The exact language that was used to me was huge gaps between the two sides. And the Niners have been despondent about this particular negotiation and very concerned about the way it was going. And they really believe that Nick Bosa wasn't going to make it back in time for the game on Sunday at Pittsburgh. And so Kyle Shanahan was getting ready to meet the media, and they had their vice president of media relations, Corey Rush, in there debriefing him, saying some of the things that he should be answering about the Nick Bosa situation. Now, nothing different to tell you guys. Very sorry. Wish we had him. And then literally the news drops. It's on Twitter. There it is. Nick Bosa, new deal, gets the deal done. And so the Niners find out. And I think what happened here is ultimately the two sides can negotiate all they want. They can feel they're far apart all they want. But I think in the end, Nick Bosa has to say, I want to be there for my team. It's important for me to be there with my guys. We've taken this far enough. Let's go and get this done. And I think he gives the directive in the end, hey, I'm taking this deal. It's a record deal. I'm the richest defensive player in NFL history, richest non-quarterback deal in NFL history, right?
Yes. So just like TJ Watt, who kicked in the door to get the deal done, Nick Bosa said, hey, Suits, listen, I appreciate where you've gotten me. $34 million a year is good. I'm going back with my teammates. I got 4 sacks to give this weekend. They assume he's in great shape, ready to go, right?
I'll take it from here. That's exactly what Nick Bosa said. And yes, that's a guy that works out so much that they feel like he's in better shape than he would be if he were at training camp. And Kyle Shanahan said the only way he doesn't play is if he showed up there this morning with a beer belly, which isn't happening, as we know.
Would be sweet, though. Yeah. That would be sweet. He signs for $122.5 million guaranteed. All right, sorry, James Harden and I.
It's fun.
I just got to get back into shape here. Last question for me. Congrats to the Niners and to Bosa getting that deal done. That's a huge thing.
What I really like about this look behind the curtain is it does appear that it was Nick Bosa who decided to end the holdout, accept the deal, and come play football for the San Francisco 49ers because he knew how important it was to this locker room to be available for this week 1 matchup against the Steelers. Now, obviously, he already got record-breaking money, but it clearly was in the range of something much higher. And so they met somewhere in the middle, and Nick Bosa and the 49ers got the deal done and got Nick Bosa back in Santa Clara. He showed up last night on a private jet, and he will be there to practice today. So really looking forward to getting all those clips to come out of 49ers facility of Nick Bosa back in the building. Let me know what you think about this behind-the-scenes look at Nick Bosa getting this deal done right before week 1 begins.